Why is he mean and nice? Why is he 1 minute the most amazing, lovable person, the person that I met, and the next minute he's this horrible person making belittling remarks, saying things? I don't understand it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Natasha Williams, and I'm a toxic relationship expert and a personal development coach. So why is he always so mean? And then he's nice. And that is, I think, the reason why most people stay in these abusive relationships. Because if they were mean all the time, you wouldn't stay. And what the mean and nice is doing is it's creating the trauma bond. And the trauma bond is a chemical reaction in the brain to getting a reward. It's always keeping you on your best behavior for maybe that one time that is actually going to be nice. So if they use an example of rats, that they feed rats pellets whenever the rat presses the lever, and they thought if they don't give a pellet every time, the rat will stop pressing the lever. But in fact, the rat started getting more and more anxious and started pressing that lever even more to try and get it out. So the more erratic the nice behavior is, the more they keep you stuck. Now, I don't know if they do that intentionally, which I assume they do, because everything they do is intentionally to get some kind of a rise out of you, or not. But maybe they don't. But they are not being nice simply because they're not in the mood for it. They're just being nice when they realize that you're either going to leave, you've had enough. That's when they're nice. When they realize that the writing's on the wall, suddenly they come back, and then you're just about to tell them, I've had enough, you have to talk, and there they are being sweet all over, and you say, well, I can't have that talk. And so what happens is they keep you in that cycle. And now the truth is, a narcissist is not a nice person. They're not nice inside. They hate themselves. If you cannot love, what kind of existence do you have? They're living on the verge of anger and irritation all the time. They're feeling frustrated, and they need fuel. They need people to tell them how amazing they are, to make them feel good. But as you know, if praise comes from the outside and validation comes from the outside, and you're never giving it to yourself on the inside, it's only going to last so long. And so they're giving you enough so that they can get back. A lot of people say, why does he cheat all the time? I thought I'm the best partner. Well, he cheats because you're not enough, because you're becoming boring. He wants more. And a narcissist is looking for external validation all the time. And so you can't give it all the time. You're going to have moments where you just can't give it. It's the same reason why people say, when I'm sick, why can't he look after me? Why is it when he's sick, I have to look after him? Because he uses up so much energy to pretend to love you, to pretend that he's in love with you, to pretend that everything is perfect, to go and do things for you, that when the mask comes off, he just doesn't care. It's like, okay, you've seen me now, this is who I am, so deal with it. It's only at the time where there's pressure that he has to give you something, that mask has to come back on again, and then you think, oh, I've got the guy back. But all you've got back is the person who's resentful underneath. He's bitter and he's twisted and he's angry because he's having to do this. He's having to do this and put himself out there. And he knows that if he does it, he's going to get something back for it. So he's doing it. But he's doing it with the idea in mind that he's going to get the reward. And then you say, well, how is me crying giving him a reward? Any emotional response you give him is rewarding him. Anything that he can do to get a rise out of you means you're pouring your energy into him. And it's done, guys, at an energetic level. Understand it. It's not just physical. It's not just verbal. You are now drawn into his energy space. You're giving him whatever you need. You're being nice again. You're trying to calm the waters. You'll make him nice food. You'll say nice things. And then he's got you right back in under his control again. And there you are. And that is why he does it. He's not doing it because he woke up one morning and said, today's the day I'm going to be nice. And tomorrow, on Tuesdays, I'm this. And maybe there is a pattern. With my ex, I found there was a pattern of 90 days. That was my average cycle. And there would be this complete pulling away. It would build up into such a state of drama, and then it would burst and explode. And for you, it might be daily. I don't know. It depends on the person you're with. But there's always drama. And even you'll find that women actually provoke the guy to get into that explosion so that they can get the nice guy back even quicker. And it's back to that rat's pressing on the lever. And so all he's done is he's got you emotionally there constantly, because you're always looking out. What is he doing? How's he going to behave? What is his tone of voice? What's his body language? How did he walk in? Did I answer the phone correctly? And all you're doing is focusing all your attention on how this person is and how they're going to respond around you. Can't you just be yourself? Why can't you just relax and be you? Why can't you enjoy the moment that if he calls you, he can come into your space and be with your friends? So he's so totally got you emotionally there that you have lost you. You're no longer present. Your whole focus is around somebody outside of you and how are they going to respond. And that is like having a needy child. I better not let this child act up, because then the neighbors are going to hear the child screaming. So I've got to give in to the every woman need and hope that the child just keeps happy all the time. That is not healthy. That's not empowering. It's not empowering to you or the other person. So when you teach the narcissist that they can get away with being mean to you by being nice back to them, you are teaching them how to keep you a doormat. And if you can't teach them how to treat you with respect, then they, as you already know, will never respect you. They will never love you. They are not capable. You're just fulfilling a need in them. And when you understand that, and you find yourself back again, you can move on, you can let go. Or maybe you can delay the inevitable meanness by insisting on only that kind of behavior and only rewarding positive behavior. Stop rewarding bad behavior. When you stop doing that, just that on its own will make a huge difference. Dealing with a narcissist is always going to be an uphill battle. It'll be 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Forever. It's hard freaking work. You're walking uphill, dragging a rock with you. But at least it'll be a slower uphill walk. And your life will be better. And in the meantime, if you can't leave this person, then start building up your strength in a way so that you stop giving all your emotional energy to somebody who, first of all, should have their own, and you can find it for you and give it to the things that will uplift you instead of somebody else that's a bottomless pit. I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. And if you have any questions around something that you're struggling with, something right now that's real and tangible, not airy-fairy. I'm busy writing a book at the moment, and it's on the traits of a narcissist. It's how do you identify the narcissist, not the sweeping broad statements like they've got a sense of entitlement, which we understand, but how does it manifest? How does it show up? What are the kinds of words they use? How would you be able to identify that? That's how I'm doing it. And there's 50 traits of the narcissist that you'll be able to identify, so that you know for sure that is what you're living with. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll understand who it is that you are dealing with, so that you're able to see it's not you. And it doesn't matter how much you change your behavior to try and suit that person. It's never going to work, because the person fundamentally is ill. Then they're never going to change. They're just going to up the game, and you're just going to get tired. So I'll let you know when the book is out. If it is out by the time you've watched this video, then I will post the link for that. But if it's not out yet, then just keep a watch out on my channel, and I will share it as soon as I do. You have an awesome day.